What's up, y'all? If you can hear me, that would be awesome. It looks like I'm live. If you'd like to watch the fight, that would be great. Uh, Honestly, I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants. I shouldn't even be talking. It's 8:59. We're gonna see. We'll see what happens. Um, when I do the live drawing, I just draw live. Whatever happens, happens. Um, I'm kind of got to look behind myself. I've got the fight projected on a wall behind me. Maybe next time I'll sit over there on that side. That would help. Let's see how this goes. A couple seconds left. Check Twitter. You guys surviving? Everybody okay out there? It's a little crazy over here. New York City New York State, I think, has become the most infected state in the union. Number one. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the quarantine live stream drawing thread. Today, by the way, I'm your host, Chris Rini of BloodyElbow.com. Over there, I draw the MMA Squared comic 4 days a week. I also do my fine artistic endeavors, publishing a book called The Fine Art of Violence, Volume 1, produced with the fabulous writer Josh Rosenblatt. And that'll come out as soon as this whole Corona thing blows over. All right, we're watching Robbie Lawler versus Rory MacDonald 2 at UFC 189. If you are ready, I'll tell you where I am. I've got this queued up right around the point where Bruce Buffer is announcing Rory's name. Put it on and leave the audio on for a second just to perfectly cue you up. And he's saying Rory's name. All right. I'm going to let it run through Robbie's introduction, and I'm going to pause it one more time right when they face off. Let's see. We got some compressed charcoal, which I've got 3 pieces. Oof, let's not break it. Which I have razored into a rather fine point. So theoretically, I should be able to make, let's see, large strokes, medium strokes, and pointed strokes. This is something I learned from, what's his name? Oh, Ryan Woodward, fabulous artist. He's even though I think he's from Utah, if you know what I mean. Okay, they've just faced off. Then back to their corners. I'm gonna mute the audio right here, and let's go for it. See how this turns out. All right, we got Robbie. We got Rory. 2 R's. That's gonna go good, right? Boom. They look loose. Robbie looks good. He looks eager to kill. Rory, back when he was still a hunter. That's cool. They meet right in the middle. Bing, bang, boom. All right. So, all right. I love it. We got Rory, right? He's just like, he's got his mohawk, his kind of bird-like nose, right? And he's just like, boom. Got these gloves. That's what I'm about. Rory could never not look kind of boyish, and I don't know if that's because he's wearing shorts. I'm never a fan of the shorts, the board shorts. I like the hot pants. I'm being honest. That seems like, all right, that's what you want, something that's not going to get in the way of your restrict your movement in any way. That's what I always thought. Although I did like the gladiator shorts, that like Melvin Manhoff and early 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 John Jones. That was cool. So, in case you're wondering, I am pausing the fight. I've paused it at 4 minutes and 55 seconds. We're throwing because Rory's throwing a kick, Robbie's throwing a counter punch, and I just want to like establish that this is it. This is a fight. They are here to fucking throw down, man. I know that MMA is fraught with fears of homoeroticism and things like that, but I gotta say, Robbie Lawler's got a really awesome, I don't know what the word is, shape to his torso, and I really enjoy drawing him. I like he's like super like comic book athletic, muscular, but he's also like really athletic. He's got a good shape to his body and that big round bullet head. There we go. We got our first drawing. I'm gonna hit go. 455. Bang. Yeah, let's say because Rory's going there with the right kick to the gut. He's got a straight right down the pipe. Robbie doesn't care. Robbie's going for it. He doesn't give a damn. Yeah, Rory's going right to the body over and over and over again. I like this. I haven't watched this fight in a long time. If anybody's out there, if you want to say something, that would be cool. And just so I can know people are watching. If you could hear the words I'm saying, I think you can. I think we're cool. Oh, my goodness. They're vicious right from the start. These guys are throwing hard. Yeah. Roy MacDonald's throwing hard at his body. Maybe he heard about fifth round Lawler and he was like trying to head it off at the pass. This fight go for a bit, see what we can do. I don't remember there being a lot of grappling in this fight. Both guys coming out here with these interesting stances. Might as well acknowledge that, right? Rory, he's got his mohawk, totally killer mohawk. It's like sad eyes. Rory's got sad eyes and like a very pointed nose. That's him. That's Rory. That's Rory right there in a nutshell. Right? It's kind of like, he's got that jab, right? Get that right hand up. I think I'm going to go about an hour to start this off. Let's see. Hopefully some people are checking it out. If they're not, that's okay. Okay, living it up over here. Get your muscles, musculator. I never learned all the names of the different muscles. So, good thing I draw the human body for a living. I should have. I should have done that, and I'll probably learn quite a bit in the coming months because I have a new project, illustrating a graphic novel. I have to do a bit of character design, which I've never done before, but I think certain parts of that will be really helpful. I'm like, this guy's got a big trapezius. Every guy in high school wishes they had a big trapezius. It doesn't really matter. There we go. That's nice. Nice trapezius there. That's not where the trapezius is. There we go. Get those shadow, baby. All right. Tell you, one of my grievances, my pet peeves, not being able to keep the entire body on the picture frame. This right here, it's a shameful moment for me, but we'll work through it together. Bang. This is what it's like when I'm drawing live. I have to burn out a couple shitty ones. Looking kind of flat-footed, but you know he's not. You know Roy's an athlete. Let's get his. I'll put that Reebok flare in there. Yeah, it's hot. I always see people walking around the streets of New York wearing Reebok gear. No, I don't. No. All right. Keep this moving along. Hey, Liam, thank you so much. I'm glad you appreciate the content. I'm going to turn my head away to not appreciate what you're saying, but I do have to watch this fight. I feel like perhaps I should just dive in and go straight to Twitch. I enjoy doing these things. I like working live, and I love having a camera on my hands as I work. It's something I'm growing way more comfortable with these days, and I don't know how else to. No, it's one of the ways I think I'd like to expand my my reach beyond Bloody Elbow. I love working there. Those guys are killer, man. You would be shocked at how much freedom they give me. I very rarely get I think only twice I've done a cartoon where they kind of gave me some editorial feedback, and mostly it's for legal reasons, and I can't be dragging people down just because I want to make a joke. Yeah, give me a lot of leeway. I really enjoy that. Wow, man, Rory is lacing him up. Gosh, this is killer. I kind of just pause these things a little bit as they go along, just to kind of catch a couple body shapes and see if I can. Boom. Robbie throwing a nice front kick. Front kicks, one of my all-time favorite strikes. It's because I did Taekwondo as a kid, and I always thought those were cool. Anything that kind of these like really straight line kicks, even the side kick. I always wish that would be I wish the side kick were a more prevalent weapon. One of my favorite knockouts is John Lewis or John Smolka, the bantamweight. And it's easy to remember because it was I think it's that Australian card where there was a finish in every single fight. I think it was like 2014 or something like that. It's one of the things that stick in your mind. Anyway, landed a really killer side kick to the face. It looked like the Shawn Michaels Sweet Chin music for you wrestling folks. Yeah, one of my favorite strikes. In case you're wondering, I was never terribly good at karate. I think I came in 4th place in the tournament when I was about 10. That was the singular highlight of my athletic career. And then, cool. Zane over at Bloody Elbow. Big supporter of my work, long before I ever worked there. Great guy. Very, very hard to get that guy to crack a smile. Let's see. Boom. One thing I've learned is that you're never drawing legs long enough. Just fucking go for it. Yeah, I love this. Love this pose. Love it. Boom. No, it's not nudity. Just put those two lines there. Boom. This is even this is not quite as dynamic as I'd like it, but you're getting there. Right? There's Rory. He's trying to defend. He's kind of tall compared to. He's a bit taller than Robbie. Let's see. Just checking all this stuff. Man, all these parents. I got kids. Everybody's trying to get their kid through this stuff. It's the worst. Let me tell you. It sucks. I'm homeschooling my kid right now. I have no teacher. I'm not ready for this stuff. But you got a schedule every day. It's called School with Dad. My wife is working from home, and her job is a bit more demanding than mine. I have a far more flexible schedule. And get it, man. Fucking killing me. I love spending time with my kids and being like the primary parent, but sitting down and learning, teaching them how to read and write, it's a brutal one. I was never much of a student. You guys ever much? I'm always impressed when I meet people who are like very academic and also into MMA. I met a couple of real nice people. This one guy, I don't know. There's all kinds. I shouldn't even generalize. It just wasn't my forte, which is why I'm drawing on camera. You see, Luke Thomas always talks about catching people on the half beat, kind of meaning when their feet are not planted. And Robbie really did that here. I love going back and watching fights and learning, or rather applying what I have learned. All right, there you go. Robbie throwing a body kick right up the middle, catching Rory with his feet not quite planted. Let's move on. So I'm there's about a minute 50 left in round one. That's where we are. Rory's working his jab. Robbie seems unsurprisingly unafraid, but Rory's landing that body kick, that straight back kick to the body. I'm sorry, the rear kick. Rear leg, Jesus. Robbie sprawls. Boom. Oh, lovely knee. Punish him for that. They're still picking away with him, man. Picking away at the jab. Let's see. Anybody else find it heartbreaking to watch Robbie lose most of his career? I was listening to a podcast. It might have been Luke Thomas again. But oof, gosh, what a shot! What a shot! Robbie just cracked him with an elbow, and then Rory's still coming back to counter. I'm gonna try and capture this right after the elbow. Great, great bang. Great lean. Great lean, great defense by Robbie. See, can I get that? That neck meat, get that in there. The thing about drawing really is a bitter pill. Is how there's only one right line, and when you draw it, it's shocking how simple and easy it is. And there's every other line in the world you could draw that looks bad and wrong. What a life, right? Let's see. A little bit more. This is Robbie's. This is the angle he's coming at. Thing, and then small of the back, just right in, back out, drops away. A hint of that. Boom. It's not looking real brutal. He's coming back at him. Boom. You know what the hardest thing about drawing fighting is? Getting the proportions right, not of one person, but of two people in relation to each other. That is it. That is the worst. It was the worst part of it, I think. Or maybe it was just the most intimidating part to me. So when I do this in the future, if you guys would like me to do this the way I do live, when events are live, and do the really fast drawings, I will have to really change this setup, because I'll have to be basically facing the screen as it happens and not have to turn my head at all. Poor Rory. His face wasn't that fucked up yet. Just put this out live now. Put it out on Twitter. Oh, it's 25 after 9. Very good. Very good. I guess I'm gonna have to watch a lot of this fight fast because we don't want to get to that part where Rory dies, right? It's kind of the whole fight. It's just basically leading up to that moment. Okay, there you go. Let's keep this moving along. Only in round 1. Jesus. I'll go till 10. I don't want to be tired. So I've always wanted to draw. There's a famous sculpture called Dying Gaul, and it's about it's a Roman copy of a Greek sculpture of a dying Frenchman who were called Gauls back then, and it's basically a tribute to a valiant enemy who was defeated, but they wanted to honor them for being such fierce warriors and worthy adversaries. And the dying Gaul is in this seated, kind of slumped position with their butt and their feet on the ground and their hands on the ground. And for a split second, after Rory crumbles and the ref waves off the fight, and he's kind of lolling back and forth, he actually falls into that exact position. It's one of the most amazing moments in MMA, intersecting with art history. Just kind of unbelievable. All right, here we go, round 2. And Liam, you're the only guy here. I don't know that, but maybe you are. I see one other person. If anybody wants to chime in, should I skip to round 5 or round 4? I know round 4 was killer. I think I'm gonna do that if you're into it. Let's see. Oh my God, Rory is a mess. He is an absolute disgusting mess. I'm in round 3. There's about a minute and a half left. Oh my Lord, he is just horrific. He looks like a monster movie or like a horror movie. Oh God. Yeah, I can't remember if I can't believe I don't remember if he finished him in the 4th or the 5th. Good God. You guys are animals. I mean that in a good way. Oh, I think Rory just cracked him with a head kick, and I missed it. Making a joke. And it's funny just having just seen Joanna get her face rearranged. Rory is not that far behind, man. I hate that he had to leave the UFC, but I'm glad he did for his own self-respect. I think you know he had a kid. He had a kid. His life was changing, and what do you make? Something like 50 grand for this fight? What a joke! What an absolute joke! Looks like I gave him a rat tail. That's a mess. There's the cauliflower. Let's see. Just a tiny bit. Tiny bit. Yeah, that mohawk was really on brand for it was just these guys have so little opportunity to to stand out, to make a statement, and that mohawk was just amazing for this fight, for this one. God. Guy's whole life exists right there in his face. Rory, you look like a maniac. You look like Megamind. All right, let's keep going. He's gonna land that head kick. God, I really thought it was over for Robbie when he did. This is like a huge chunk of my life is just hitting play, pause, scrolling a little bit. Right around this time, the fight. And, oh, there it is. God. So Rory lands a really nice high kick. And at that moment, I like started to become a fan of, or like I realized that I had become a fan of Robbie Lawler. Um, I had always wanted to see Rory work his way up to the title and potentially see him fight GSP or something like that. I had been following his career. He's one of the first people I saw from the very beginning of their career. And when he landed this head kick in the last 30, 40 seconds of the third round, um, I just found myself pulling for Robbie. I just didn't want to see this amazing career resurgence like come to an end. It's funny. Boom. Horrible drawing this is. Absolutely terrible. That's life, though, right? Make some good, make some bad. Life of an artist. Mostly bad shit. It's life of this artist. What a freaking shit show. Robbie can't defend. I can't draw. That's life, right? Garbage. Basura. What this shit? Right, so Robbie staggered, saved by the bell. Oh my God, he's just getting. Rory's going for the kill. He's trying. Goes for another head kick. My heart breaks for Rory more. Yeah, it is. It is. D-Bot 1969. I'm in about 20 seconds left in round 3. I've been kind of pausing it on and off, looking for shots. I'm playing around with whether I should do this live or not. Like just sketch live as it goes along. The only problem is I've got the screen kind of this way. See that white box there? Let's see, that way. That white box, there's a projector inside of it, and it projects onto the wall. And I ended up setting the computer up so that my MacBook, or rather my iMac, webcam is pointed this way. And I've got a little microphone right here. So it's good for, this Bob Ross style setup, but it would be better if, I guess maybe if I just had a second computer screen to do this. Que sera. Thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. All right, so in the last 20 seconds, Rory is just trying to murder him. He's got him like pinned up against the cage. He's like, oh God, this is my hand. Oh God, please, please. Rory just like measuring him. Do you remember when Rory absolutely dismantled Tyron Woodley. A heartbreaker it was that he never got to fight Woodley for the championship. Woodley, he's a great fighter, and the man of a style. A man whose whole championship reign was defined by a style, and the fact that he was never able to defend against the guy who had essentially figured him out. I gotta say, man, I got issues with the UFC and the way they did all this. Where he's got him like pinned up against the cage. Murder Mohawk. He's like covered in blood. Right? That's blood. That's blood. That's his face. He's got that cocked fist. He's ready. He's ready to kill. He wants to finish this fight. I can't believe he didn't finish him. Yes, I can. Robbie's an amazing defensive fighter. Look at that. Pinned up against the fence. Gonna die. 10 seconds left. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is the round where they have the stare down. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I'm using compressed charcoal. Actually, no, I'm using Conti. I'm using Conti crayon, which I believe is compressed charcoal. I know you can get it in that kind of like light sienna color, but I use it in black. There's a fantastic gesture drawing artist. He's an animator named Ryan Woodward. I kind of, over the past year, maybe 2 years, I've started using his approach to Conti, where I file it down with a razor to get a tip so that I can do kind of a wide shape like that, a mid-range shape like that, and then a point like that. So theoretically, you can do a variety of interesting shapes instead of these very boring ones that I've done here. But I can get a little bit of I've noticed when you do it just right, you can get, muscle tone, which is, man, that's life right there. So let's see, is it the stare down? Is this it? Boom. Oh, Rory's just piecing him up. Big John, boom, jumps in. Robbie, he's laughing. He doesn't give a damn. Okay, this is not the round where they do the stare down. They got like a whole nother round. I can't believe it. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna wrap this up at 10. So I have 18 minutes. Let's see. All right. And they're just going for it. Let's see. Thanks. I learned from Brian Campbell the tip is most important. I don't think I can show you what I'm watching. I can't show you the fights even in the background. That's a shame, but I don't really want to get into copyright trouble, right? So what I'll probably do in the future. Oh, where do I get inspiration to do sketches live? I went to art school and I loved life drawing, which is when you have like a nude model in class and you make like a horseshoe around them and you just draw poses. And while you are supposed to, I suppose, you work your way up to longer and longer poses, what I found that I got the best results from was a really short poses, 1 or 2 minute, 3. I think between 2 minutes and 5 minutes was where I did my best work. I was able to capture the human body really well. Yeah, I've seen. Actually, I haven't watched this one in a long time, so I'm really enjoying watching it again. I kind of wish I could just sit down and soak it in. Um, I know people voted on this one and Joanna versus Wiley Zhang, and I think I'll do that one next. But I think what I'm going to do is a bunch of screen caps. I'll sit down and watch the fight, pick a bunch of poses, and just draw for you guys. And yeah, exactly. You don't want to overthink it. You just want to get the body, get the human body, get the motion, get the. I'm really not looking to get a. What's the word? Precision and perfection. That's not it's my deal. It's more like emotion and gesture and the idea of the body rather than the actual physiological accuracy. Let's see. I'm actually not going to draw the stare down because that is, a bit too iconic, a bit too, I don't know. It exists in photograph form so perfectly. It's really hard to do it justice with what I'm doing. What I'm doing is action. Let's see. Bang. They actually did touch gloves going into the fifth. That's cool. Let's see. This will be like the last pose of the day, of the evening. Bang. Guys up there. Man, you see Lawler is clear-eyed. For somebody who just got bell rung so badly, Rory looking, I don't know. Yeah, he's firing right down the pipe. He knows. I think he knows that he's going for that. I think Robbie knew he was going for the nose. I think he knew it was a. I love this crossed arms kind of pose that it happens. It seems in like every fight. One guy's like it's like the same time counter. You always see one guy's arm going right over the shoulder. Let's see. Yeah, I pause it and sketch real fast and hit play again. Yeah, it's kind of what I've been doing here. When I draw the fights live, I don't have the opportunity to pause them when I'm doing it on Twitter. I think it's like it's unnecessary right now for me to do them live. Like literally, like sketch the fight live. I think going forward, I might do some screen caps and pick some key moments. Especially because fight isn't live. Like not everybody knows what happens. So this will be a slightly different thing. Have I ever done it ringside? Yes, I have. I did it for. Let me see. I did it. Believe it or not, I did it for a Rory MacDonald fight. I did it this last year at Madison Square Garden for the Bellator welterweight Grand Prix, where Rory MacDonald fought one of the Gracies. Chael Sonnen fought Lyoto Machida, ended up retiring after that fight. Who else fought? Juan Archuleta fought. That was a good fight. He got a great knockout. Dylan Dennis fought. Yeah, that was a good night. I really enjoyed that. Bellator, I gotta say, they were real nice to me. I did it for Middle Easy, you know, that website. They were really cool. God, I fucked that up. I'm sorry. Yeah. I would get rid of that. I would get his head real low. His head real low, right down there. Right down there. Fuck that up. Sorry. Sorry. Anyway, that was a good experience. I did it for a local MMA show back when I was with Vice. I used to work for Fightland. Oh, you go to Invicta? That's awesome. Yeah. Those guys are nice. I love them. They're wonderful people over there. I can't watch Invicta quite as often anymore, just because I have like a little more parenting stuff going on than I used to. My kids are a certain age. I'll probably be able, when they get a little older, I'll be able to do more again. Really got to balance my shit out, you know. Friday night, Invicta's usually, oh yeah, do it on your phone. Yeah, I should probably. I've been thinking about getting an iPad myself, just because. I got this. I'm working on a graphic novel with this guy, and we gotta, the production is like really intense. You know, I gotta make a ton of artwork, and drawing is no big deal for me, but color is not my strong suit, and I need the ability to edit and change things, and doing that on paper, that is not the deal. If it's going to be on paper, I'd have to like hire a colorist. Let's see. Oops, sorry, I touched the mic there. Let's see. It's Robbie. Let's see I want to see if I can get the punch that ends the fight. Yeah, I'm torn between Procreate and was it Clip Studio. I think Clip Studio might be better for layout, laying out boxes, frames, and whatnot. I'll give you a sneak peek of what I'm doing. Let's see. I'm keeping 2 books. This is one of them. And just playing around with page layouts for the novel. Let's see. Yeah, things like that. Just like bang, 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 bang. And then I have a second book that's larger with a lot more space and high quality paper, and that's where I do more finished work. Let's see. I just laid out. If you look on the channel, about 2-3 days ago, I did a time lapse of one of these pages. Let's see. Where is it? Goodness. There's me. This is how I do color. I'm just like, all right, I'll just draw something 6 times and try a bunch of different schemes. And man, that is not going to work in the long run. That's not how I'm not going to make a 100, 200 page book. Yeah, this is, so can you see that? There you go. That's what I've been doing. So my idea is to scan stuff like that or photograph it and dump it into either Procreate or Clip Studio and learn to color digitally from there. Let's wrap this fight up. Is it 10 o'clock yet? Let's see. All right. Robbie's got him on the run. Oh God, watching him crumble. That is brutal every time. Jesus. God. Oh man, his poor body. Rory. Kind of love the guy just for all his craziness. Oh, man. It might have been. He looked like his Rory's nose might have been broken by the third round. He looked like a horror movie even by then. All right, this will be the final sketch of the day, the evening. Gosh, great, great first choice for a fight, right? He just looks like a broken man. Once again, super happy for him to be out of the UFC, considering how badly they treated him, or at least how grossly they underpaid him. Ah, yeah, I heard the same about Rory, that it's the rest of his body wanted to go on, but the actual pain of what happened to him was just too much to bear. And then poor guy. I think he got broken again by Thompson and Musasi. Fucking shit. Anyway, thank you so much for joining. Oh yeah, Procreate $5. It doesn't. Wait. Are you saying Procreate does not work with Apple Pencil, or you absolutely need Apple Pencil? I assume I would just have to get an Apple Pencil if I got an iPad. Anyway, thank you so much. Sorry, got a call coming in now, so it's time for me to wrap it up. My name is Chris Rainey. Chances are, if you're here, you already know who I am, because how else would you? Okay, Procreate. Dude, thank you so much, D-Bot, Liam, everybody else who checked out the thing. I'll be back again. I've been posting in midweek at this channel a bunch of time lapses, and I'm gonna check out Twitch, see if I see what it's gonna take to set up a studio or stream or whatever channel is. Have a great night. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care, folks.